In the beginning, there was darkness. And a dream.
Kemet is actually the ancient word for Egypt, which means black lens. And Kemet Comics, I wanted to create a universe that explores the rich culture and history and spirituality and creativity that has come out of that region. It really is a celebration of melanin-rich people and all the things that connect us back to where we came from. The element is ultimately an archetype-based hero. If you look at a lot of the continents that touch the Mediterranean, which that's where Kemet is, they share a lot of the same fundamental beliefs and culture and spirituality. And I wanted to capture a lot of that in element number one. Even though Element is the main character of the story, there's a whole variety of casts that help support the story and move it forward. Like Wise Willie, who is a big source of support for Element. And there's more to Wise Willie than meets the eye, so you gotta keep your eye on him. There's also Malkia. She's an intelligent, empathetic woman who comes into Element's life. And actually, what the readers will find out as they read this issue and other issues, everything kind of really is more about Malkia than it is about Element. And, you know, as some folks know, it's always about a woman really anyway. So there's also Machete. He's the main antagonist of the story, a really vicious dude, came up in some heavy circumstances, but as vicious as he is, he's got a charm to him as well. And there's also some characters working behind the scenes, kind of making things happen, but you're going to have to read the comic in order to see what that's about. So I've been blessed to work with some phenomenal talent for element number one. Coy Turnbull is a great artist. Not only has he worked with the two big name comic companies, but when I first brought this project to him and told him what it was all about and what I wanted to accomplish, he just got it. And you can really tell when you look at every single panel of this comic book. And then Gene, who is the colorist for the comic, I mean, the way he colors this world that we've created is so vibrant. It just makes you want to look at all the panels and see what's going on. So the reader is going to have something visually very enjoyable that they look at. Superhero mythology was so important to my development growing up. Not only did it keep me reading, but it kept me thinking. It kept me thinking about the world and my place in it and what kind of person I wanted to be and develop into. I want Kemet Comics to do that for as many people as possible, and element number one is the first step to that journey. And I hope a lot of people will come along on this journey with me.